that's why I said I love him. I love having his support. You know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past, and how he speaks to me and stuff is very different. There you go. We deserve each other. But I don't know, it's kind of one of those things. I was like, I want to keep him all to myself. I didn't really.
She said, you ain't have a fight in recent times. You really not ready for this work. She said, it's natural. She don't have to. It's not even like talking about fighting. Sometimes people be needing hands put on them. And I love boxing. It's one of my favorite sports.
If there's one thing Remy Ma isn't playing about, it's Papoose. Moving on and finding love again may be something she claims she's fine with. But despite saying she doesn't care what he's up to, she's clearly keeping tabs on him and his new girlfriend, Claressa. The tension between Remy and Claressa has been made pretty clear, especially after their social media blow-up a few months ago, where they dragged each other over Papoose. We all thought that Remy would be the one to move on after Papoose disrespected her by going after someone new, but it seems like she's still not over him. Word on the street is that Papoose might propose to Claressa soon, and Remy is not having it. She went off again, and it wasn't pretty. The drama between her and Papoose still has fans shook, especially since they were once seen as one of hip-hop's most solid couples. If anyone was supposed to survive through the struggles, it was them, right? Now we're left with cheating rumors on both sides, and Remy accusing Papoose of being disloyal. How did it all get here? Back in 2008, Remy was sentenced to prison for shooting someone, and the streets said that was when their relationship started to fall apart. But against all odds, Papoose stayed by her side. They even got married while she was still locked up. Even though Remy had over 6 years left to serve, Papoose never wavered. He was loyal, with no cheating rumors or scandals to tarnish his name. Fans respected his dedication, and it made their relationship seem unbreakable, like something out of a fairy tale. Loyalty was rare in Hollywood, but Papoose proved it existed. While other rappers were getting caught up in scandals, Papoose stood firm, solidifying his place as a legend for his unwavering support. At least that's how it seemed, until Remy started claiming that he was unfaithful to her while she was incarcerated. But when Remy was finally released, Papoose was right there, ready to help her rebuild her life. They didn't just survive the years apart, they came back stronger. By 2018, they were celebrating the birth of their daughter, Reminisce. Remy had a son from a previous relationship, and Papoose had 3 children of his own. But they blended their families seamlessly, showing the world their unbreakable bond. At least that's what everyone thought. Then, in 2023, rumors began circulating that their marriage was on the rocks after accusations that Remy had cheated with rapper Eazy the Block Captain. Suddenly, their once perfect love story seemed to be falling apart. But the drama didn't stop at just accusations. Things got physical quickly when Papoose reportedly ran into Eazy at an industry event. The situation escalated fast, and Papoose allegedly knocked Eazy out cold without hesitation. But the real madness happened during a rap battle, where Remy and Eazy teamed up to face off against Geechee Gotti. Mid-battle, Gotti dropped a bombshell, accusing Remy of cheating on Papoose with Eazy, taking the entire situation to a whole new level of chaos.
I don't give a fuck if you just tell me stop screwing the business. If found out you was the help, that could really ruin your image. We're talking The Rock and Michelle, Pap and Rim. Us, y'all the poster child symbol for black love.
He went all in, tearing into Remy, accusing her of cheating on Papoose, a man who had stayed loyal to her through everything. He made it clear that, in his eyes, she had completely betrayed the one person who'd always had her back. This wasn't just a casual comment. It was a full-on verbal assault that had the crowd in an uproar.
Every interview, he showed his admiration and tell the world how he think his woman the greatest. That nigga held you down in prison for 6 years.
But here's the real twist. He didn't even bother denying the rumors. In fact, he practically confirmed them. Word on the street is that Papoose wasn't about to sit around heartbroken after holding her down for all those years. He ended things, with Remy over her infidelity, and instead of getting caught up in the drama, he moved on quickly, finding a new woman in no time. And guess who that woman is? None other than boxing champ Claressa Shields. At first, Remy acted like she didn't care and was totally over the situation. But that's when things got interesting. Rumor has it that Papoose and Claressa's relationship is getting serious, and Remy is not taking it well. People are saying she's spiraling, throwing shade, and talking recklessly about fighting to get back what she believes is hers. Oh, and to top it off, she's been hinting that she might even get physical if it comes down to it.
You wanna know who my is? You wanna know the details? It's on the details. If you heard it did something to me over a female and he ain't dead, it's probably because I still got the female, nigga.
Everyone assumed Remy would just let things slide. But a few days ago, she went off on Papoose and Claressa on Instagram. She leaked texts that Claressa had sent to Papoose, where Claressa wrote that he needed to take accountability because he was the one who was married. She also mentioned that if he couldn't sleep on the phone with her or be with her in person, the least he could do was let her know when he got home safely or explain if he fell asleep in the Sprinter. It seemed like Claressa wanted Papoose to be honest with her, but Remy wasn't having any of it. She mocked her, saying Papoose was so clueless that he fell asleep on the phone with Claressa Shields while lying in her house. According to Remy, he refused to leave, and Claressa, despite being a world champion boxer, got scared and hung up the moment she heard Remy's voice. Remy then declared she was going to expose everything and hinted that Claressa wasn't the only woman involved. But Remy didn't stop there. She also claimed that Claressa Shields and her PR team had been spreading false stories about her to make Papoose look good while tarnishing her image. She said she had begged Papoose to set the record straight, but he kept telling her to stay silent, claiming it was the best approach. However, Remy was fed up. She added that Papoose had even told her he would never be with Claressa because he thought she was unattractive, but Remy had seen everything for herself, and now the world was about to see it too. Remy then revealed that Claressa lost it when she realized she had been exposed online. She messaged Papoose, demanding that he do something about the situation immediately, saying she knew he hated internet drama, but that her PR team would panic when they saw what was happening. She also brought up an upcoming movie she had releasing on December 25th, making it clear she didn't want any bad press tied to her name. To provide context, Claressa is a top-tier boxer, and the last thing she needed was for the world to find out she had been involved with a married man, especially when Remy was airing out all her secrets. Remy then wrote that Papoose was an idiot, and she directly addressed Claressa, saying that he had taken her advice, but not before she had screenshotted their entire conversation. She also accused Papoose of trying to get her arrested, despite the fact that she had never cheated on him in their 17-year relationship. According to her, he was plotting with one of his women to destroy her, even though she could have used her platform to expose him first. She added that she had seen all the pictures and messages from other women while she was away, and he was supposed to be holding her down. Remy continued, warning that Papoose was about to claim he had written her rhymes, and that if any intimate content about her leaked, it would be his doing because he had already threatened her with that too. She then went on to expose more texts, revealing that Claressa seemed desperate for basic acknowledgement from Papoose. In one message, Claressa wrote that she wasn't happy, but didn't want to add to his stress, so she would stop expressing herself. She admitted that she felt unheard, and thanked him for his honesty, saying that was always the best choice. She also mentioned that she had asked for gifts, flowers, and quality time, but felt like she was being unreasonable for wanting those things. She ended by saying she was just lying there, feeling stupid. Remy didn't hold back in her response, addressing Claressa directly and making it clear she wasn't backing down. It seemed like Remy was making it clear that she had always been loyal, just like she expected loyalty in return. She emphasized that she was a good woman, which is why people couldn't just walk away from her. She also claimed Papoose would never buy anything for Claressa because he saw himself as the prize, not a giver. Remy reminded everyone that she was the one with money and warned Claressa not to mess with her, saying she wasn't the enemy she wanted. She even mentioned that she wasn't angry. On the contrary, she was happy, which is why Papoose was mad. She also called out Claressa for saying she felt stupid, adding that she also looked stupid. That seemed to push Papoose to finally respond. He accused Remy of being a narcissist, saying she was the one who repeatedly cheated. And now that he had moved on, she was playing the victim. He claimed to have asked for a divorce multiple times, but instead of handling it privately, she was chasing clout on social media. He said he had stayed quiet for their 6-year-old daughter's sake and denied ever getting Remy arrested, saying she was lying and it could be easily proven. He also accused her of falsifying old text messages to manipulate the narrative and justify her actions, calling it classic narcissistic behavior. Papoose also addressed rumors that Remy had cheated on him with his friend. He claimed that while he was home with their daughter last Christmas, Remy was somewhere else. Now that he had finally moved on, she was making up lies and getting angry. He insisted he had tried to settle the divorce peacefully, but she refused because he wouldn't lie and deny knocking out the guy she was allegedly involved with. He even said he had messages proving that Remy begged him to lie about the incident. He then described the fight, saying he had knocked the guy out, and when he woke up, Remy left with him and spent 4 days together while he went home to his daughter. Remy quickly shut down the accusations, denying that she had abandoned their daughter on Christmas. She called out Papoose for lying and pointed out that he had a serious gambling problem. She also accused him of trying to pressure her for money to make the divorce go smoothly. According to her, she had been asking him to leave and finalize their divorce quietly for years, but he had refused because he wanted a public scandal instead. She claimed he used her dislike for social media drama against her, along with the morals she was raised with. She went on to say that Papoose had isolated her from her friends and family, making them uncomfortable and pushing them away. She also accused him of resenting her success and hating that she started a battle rap league, claiming he was upset that she was helping other rappers instead of prioritizing him. Remy expressed her frustration over the ongoing knockout story, saying, "People only believed what they heard, not what they actually saw." She recalled how Papoose reassured her the rumors would fade away, yet he sneaked around like a thief in the night, even covering his face. According to her security recognized him because he knew him personally. She also accused Papoose of creating a false narrative by feeding stories to battle rappers in her company and even paying for information. Remy claimed he forced her to attend an awards show with him, pretending everything was fine, just because he couldn't stand seeing her being treated well and respected. Things escalated when she accused Papoose of physically assaulting her. She wrote that he had played with the police, reminding him that the reason their pool renovation was never completed was because he attacked her in the garage. She claimed that workers had to call the police to get him off of her. She even hinted that she had audio and video proof to back up her claims. The whole situation was turning into a complete disaster, and it was clear their marriage had been in trouble for a while, despite the public image they had worked so hard to maintain. They had convinced people for years that they were the perfect black love couple, but the truth was finally coming to light. Remy also revealed that she and Claressa used to be on good terms before Claressa got involved with Papoose. She posted screenshots of Claressa sending her DMs, including one where Claressa wished her a happy new year. A few days later, Claressa was supposedly asking her for advice on how to show off her body. Remy expressed her regret, saying she had built Claressa up while knowing the truth, but stayed quiet. She accused Claressa of lying to the public about what she had, and warned that she would eventually regret it. At this point, Claressa had enough of the indirect jabs and finally responded directly, calling Remy out for acting childish and saying she couldn't believe a 45-year-old woman was behaving this way. She called it clown behavior. Remy quickly clapped back, correcting her and saying she wasn't 45 yet, but pointed out that at 29, Claressa wasn't exactly aging gracefully. However, she made it clear once again that she wasn't her enemy and told Claressa to have her boyfriend buy her flowers and gifts. She then dropped another bomb, claiming Papoose had ignored all of Claressa's calls because he was spending time with another woman that week. Claressa, instead of getting defensive, flipped the script and seemed to accept it, saying they deserved each other. But at this point, it was clear the entire situation had spiraled out of control. Meanwhile, Remy was probably regretting how things had fallen apart with Papoose.